What up, peoples? Mr. Anomaly coming at you again. Another day with Mr. A. We're going to be doing a piggyback off our boy BOA. I love hearing my talking points confirmed. Just basically what I've been saying on this channel about the spiritual imprint, the society we live in. I keep telling you, there's a reason why the society pushes people having coitus out of the will of the Most High. They do this deliberately, and it's not for your benefit. I've told you the very first video I did, I haven't had sex yet at 37. That was 3 years before COVID came out. I just knew something in my spirit just told me to upload it because I just knew where we were headed in society. I'm glad I planted my flag because I told you, bro, hey, man, it is what it is. I just like hearing my talking points reaffirmed. I've been posting this space a long time. And basically going to be talking about Future and Cardi B, how they getting a divorce. And basically just confirming some things that I've been talking about, man, on a spiritual level. You know, we live in a space where, you know, oh, it doesn't matter who a man sleeps with. It doesn't matter who a man sleeps with. Yes, it does. And this is going to be for you guys that are envious of these quote-unquote Pookies and Chads. The only reason I use those terminologies is because it's so popular. You guys, some of you guys are envious of these guys. You wish you were these guys. I keep telling you guys there's nothing noble about this. The spirit and how it affects you, there's nothing noble about this. And that's, in my opinion, there's nothing you shouldn't aspire to be. This is for you. This is for you. I ain't know I'm going to title this one. This is going to be a long one. I already know it's going to be a long because I was listening to it when I was working out for about a good 20 minutes. I got a lot to say. I like hearing my talking points reaffirmed, man. There's a reason I keep talking the way I talk, man. And again, nobody's trying to be on that vibration of clapping cheeks and all that. I could care less. Ain't nobody on that frequency, man. I'm talking about for those of you that are trying to look for somebody to build with. It is what it is, man. But I'm going to let BOA go in here real quick. I'm just going to just piggyback on it, man. Here we go.
Trust your gut instinct and don't overthink it. Don't wonder if you got a good girl when you know you don't. Don't wonder if you got the one when you know there ain't no one.
All right, starting off with the spider sense, man. Your spiritual intuition, man. It's very important, man. Listen to your gut, bro.
Don't second guess yourself when you already see the actions and activity that the broad is doing, man. Don't tell yourself that this ain't that bad when you know it is. Don't compare your woman to the worst woman you ever had. Compare it to the best woman you ever had or the best woman you ever seen. As men, we got to stop lowering our standards so low that we just want to have better than the worst we've ever had, man.
Or just want it all. Or just want it all. I had somebody comment. I can tell you a couple or three things about this by not having sex. I guess dudes be thinking I be thinking like them. That 40-year-old video I had, I still get a lot of hits on it. Haven't been on a date before. I guess the normie comments be making me laugh. I had an NY comment. I'm 35 and never had sex yet. I'm a complete loser. I just simply reply. See, I can't.
You weak, pathetic fool.
I can't stand those guys, man. I can't do nothing with them, bro. You get no sympathy here. I just simply replied, I'm 44, haven't had sex yet. I am not a complete loser. And I told you, we don't listen to society. We don't let society, Simpson 304s, dictate our self-worth over here.
I don't give a fuck what you think, bitch. Cut that bitch off. Next caller.
I keep trying to tell you dudes, man, you're setting yourself up for failure. You're hyping it up so much, you're going to get chewed up and spit out. I'm trying to warn you cats out there. Get some balls, learn to love that man in the mirror, and quit being so goddamn thirsty because you're going to get chewed up and spit out by a Jezebel. It's going to happen. It's not a matter if, it's a matter of when. I can't stand dudes like that, bro. I swear, that grinds my gears. What you want a pity party? You're never going to get that woman thinking like that, bro. And already improving is not about looks, money, and status. I've been proving that numerous times, man. Let's keep going. I'm already getting hot.
Who cares about having something that's better than the worst you ever had? Anything is better than the worst you ever had. Let me tell you something. If you've been walking every day of your life, I can give you a car with no AC in the dead of summer. And you know what you're going to be? You're going to be happy that you got a car. So now you still going to be hot, but your feet ain't going to be hurting. You understand me? But you still want a better car. You still want a car with some AC in it. You still want a car that don't run hot on you. So you ain't going to stop right there. So when we talk about the position of wife, man, we ain't talking about something you want to play with. You want to play with some, of course you want to play with a bad girl. But these guys are marrying bad girls. And not just celebrities. There are men out here in real life that are marrying bad girls. There are men out here who are cheating, who are sleeping with men's wives, and then when the man and the woman break up, he go and marry the same woman that was cheating on the last man with him.
I done did that numerous times, bro, talking about that. That always makes me, how you start is how you finish. She's already cheating. She's already monkey branching over to you for somebody else. How in the hell you think that's not going to happen to you? Again, there's spiritual discernment. We're going to talk about that spider sense, man. And I'm gonna let Crimson. I'm gonna play it here in a second, man, about that spider sense. I love being vindicated, man. I told you, not having no skin in the game, man. How you want to play it? You have a what's the Sharingan, the Renegon. You have a sight that most cats don't see, especially if he's lying with immoral women. You're not tainting yourself. Your spider sense is on point. Why do you think I keep talking the way I talk? I can read you like an open book. Men and women alike. I've been around that spirit. I can spot them, bro. Choices and trade-off. That's one of the benefits of not getting in the muck and mire on a spiritual scale with scallywags, bro. And especially if you have opportunities to be able to do that and you still don't do it, oh man, the Most High bless you, bro. I can tell you a couple of things about that. A couple of 3 things about that. Why you keep thinking I keep thinking I say I'm a wizard, bro. I see things, man. No words need to be spoken. That's how good I am right now. I ain't got to say nothing. I can tell right off the rip. Why y'all keep thinking I say control V, and I talk the way I talk? That's just what I've been able to realize, man, just looking at the patterns and how people behave. You can't shake that spirit, bro, no matter how you try to act. You can't shake it.
And then want to throw handcuffs on them. Because here's the thing. Hoes never transform into good girls on a foundational level. Like her internal makeup, if she's a 304, she's a working girl, if she's a call girl, if she's an escort, if she's a stripper, if she's a sugar baby, if she get thrills to get her bills paid, man, listen,
all that he just mentioned.
Game over!
Nothing you can do with that, man. Nothing you can do. Get some goddamn standards and stop getting enamored with the woman's looks, bro. There's nothing you can do.
So you don't have to, oh, you used to be a stripper. I was, and I'm not ashamed of that. It's not gonna be something that I don't regret it and not be ashamed of it to where I won't tell you I was a stripper. I'll tell anybody I used to be a stripper. And I am ashamed of that. So I can tell you, I said it right the first time. I can tell you, I'm ashamed, but I'm not ashamed to tell you I was a stripper. I live my truth. I was a stripper. I did OnlyFans. I live in my truth. And I am ashamed at the behavior I've done because I am now 28 years old.
You can't make this stuff up, y'all. You cannot make this stuff up. Why is she ashamed at 28? Because that wall is hitting. This isn't anything noble right here, guys. She knows the clock is ticking. Now she's going to tell some gump what he wants to hear. And she'll find one. And she will find one. Because she's cute. And that's why I keep telling you, I'm 34, ain't sexy, I'm a loser. This woman right here will chew your ass up and spit you out. Because you're going to be so lonely. And it hurts. She's going to spot your monkey ass a mile away and chew you up and spit you out. Then you're making MGTOW videos talking about you done did everything. She done screwed you over, bro. I did already post that video, that one 304 talking about she getting baptized and stuff. And all them simp-ass Christian men like, oh, praise the Lord. Oh, they going to find a sucker, bro. Move accordingly.
I'm actually 28 years young on this earth. And I can say that I'm ashamed. Because of a lot of different reasons. I can sit here and I can talk to women and explain to young girls coming up and things that I thought it was cool. I thought this is what I wanted to do.
Nothing new under the sun. These women aren't doing anything unique. They all think they're unique until they realize they're not. Just another statistic. 99.99% of them think they're unique until they realize they're just another statistic.
I thought this is how I want to live. But all these females that you guys look up to in the industry, that the media pushes you, they're all miserable. They have no peace. They cry every night. They are not happy with themselves. They hate themselves. So much so, they get surgeries and they try to fit themselves to being something they're not. And they're never going to fulfill it because they're not fulfilled on the inside. I can tell you about it because I've been there. So you know, people can throw stones at me and say da-da-da, whatever, all you want. It doesn't matter to me. You know what I'm saying? Because guess what? Y'all know who Paul is? Paul. All the Christians love Paul. Everybody loves quoting Paul. Paul, when he was Saul, was killing Christians. He was out here killing them. Christ left his ministry to two people. Peter.
A simple eat this up. Oh, she's reformed now. She's learned her lesson.
And Paul. Paul became one of the most famous and one of the most notorious disciples, and he used to kill people who believed in Christ. And he didn't know what he was doing was wrong. He thought he was doing the right thing. Some people can be out here living and not realize what they're doing.
Operated with an emergency breakthrough from your sister. Samson and Sheila, Mama failed.
Shut up, bitch! Bullshit. I'm calling bullshit on that. She didn't know what she was doing. This is what I'm talking about right here, right there. That's what I'm talking about. Oh, she didn't know what she was doing was wrong. Bullshit. Bullshit. You know goddamn well. You're just rebellious in the spirit of rebellion, and all of a sudden now, chickens are home and roost. Now you want to sit there and start talking this crap and using Jeebus. I told you when they find Jeebus, bro. You know goddamn well. I don't do that babe in the woods routine crap. That's for you gumps out there, you Deontay Wilder ass lonely mother suckers, bro. Are you serious? You didn't know what you were doing? And again, this is gonna be you.
That because God took away my desire for promiscuity and all that stuff, that I didn't have a desire anymore, even like for my husband.
That's the only type of dude that's gonna take her seriously after the fact.
And although my husband and I would have sex, it was like really hard for me. Like I really had to push myself to go there.
You're not doing anything new, y'all. I digress. I didn't mean to go on that little tangent, bro, but like he was talking about, man, you can't you can't put them in the wife role after that, bro. And that's a choice that she made, by the way. She made that decision. I didn't know what I was doing. Bull crap. You can't put her in the wife position, man. Get some goddamn standards. Don't be like that simp I did on that Cass and that video, that nerdy dude. Oh, they all tens. They all tens. Get the hell up out of here, bro. Get some goddamn standards.
Will never be a good girl on a foundational level. She'll put on the mask. She'll put on the acts. She'll put on her acting skills and win an Academy Award.
It's like old girl just right there.
They don't change into good girls. They only adjust their actions to fool the man who lacks understanding. See, none of this is about even having game or nothing. This is about understanding. You can have all the game in the world, but if you lack understanding, women still gonna leave you. Let me tell you something, brothers. And they gonna sound crazy to y'all, but y'all know I don't cold approach women. I've never had a woman that I cold approached. Ever. There's never been a woman in my life that I cold approached. They all showed attraction confirmation.
I agree with this philosophy. That's what some dudes just don't get it. You don't got a cold approach. I agree with this philosophy. Yeah. The googly eyes and all that, she'll let you know if she wants you to holler. She will make it easy. She will give you signs. All that cold approach for thirsty ass hornballs trying to get their rocks off. You don't got to do that if she likes you, man. She'll let you know.
So believe me when I tell you. Believe me when I tell you this. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you the truth. I ain't selling a dream to you. I've never had a woman leave me that I wanted to keep. Have women left me? Yes. But I pushed them away. I started slowly withdrawing the things that made them so attached to me, so attracted to me. I put on my acting skills. So let me tell you the difference between a man and a woman. A woman go put on her acting skills to get you. As a man, you got to put on your acting skills to get rid of her. You come through with the full force of who you are as a man because you've been spending your life becoming the best version of yourself in every way. And so when a woman meets you, she never met a better man. And let me tell you something else, man. We're gonna take a dive into these things. Women don't never upgrade. If you on top of your game when a woman got you, dog, she don't upgrade from you. She upgrade from the man you allowed yourself to be lowered to, and then the man she get with, he seemed like he better than you. That cause you let yourself go. A woman never upgrades. So when these guys be talking about monkey branching and all that sucker shit, man, monkey branching and all that, man, hypergamy and come on, bro. These are things that guys deal with, man, when they cold approach and chase women, bro.
Right there. That's why I said attraction confirmation. She has to earn being with you, bro. But again, this isn't going to apply if you're one of these lonely ass Deontay Wilder ass NWAs out here.
They're like water, less like plants need water. We need each other. We need that affection, that physical touch, that affirmation from each other. We need that confirmation, that feeling of you love me and I love you, and I ain't loving you. You don't have the same equal amount of love. We need that energy.
And that's that dudes like that. And there's a lot of guys out there. I'm 34, I'm a complete loser. There's a lot of guys out there like that. I agree with this wholeheartedly. But again, this is the romance. I gotta have her. Oh, you ain't nothing without a woman. Oh, you ain't nothing. If you ain't had something, there's something wrong with you. Yeah, you had that mentality. Yeah, of course you're gonna deal with that shit. Absolutely. That's why she has to earn being with you. Still get normies looking at that video. 40 plus ain't been on a date. Why? You don't have to. Especially, if you're trying to clap cheeks and all that, you slow pimping your way. Even then, you don't gotta do all that. Why? You ain't earn no date from me. You just gonna get a date from me just showing up. That's not how that works. It's gonna cost you the woman. So this is why dudes put up fronts. This is why dudes mold themselves to get the woman, and it ends up in ruin. And this space would not exist if that wasn't true.
Why you calling me? I'm right.
This space wouldn't exist if there was truth to that. If being a court jester, if telling her what she wants to hear and trying to make her happy was enough to keep her, this space wouldn't exist. There wouldn't be so many men out there that are upset if that was the case.
If a woman shows you attraction confirmation, man, that means that out of all the men she's seen that day or maybe that week or maybe that month, maybe even that year, you were the one she doesn't want to let get away. And if you on top of your ism, you on top of your masculinity, you on top of your spiritual, mental, emotional, financial, and just in every way you on top of yourself, bro, and you strive to be the best version of yourself, man, you cannot lose.
I agree with that. If you hitting on all fronts, again, you got to enjoy your own company. You got to figure out who the hell you are. Get your game up, get your finances up, get your body game up. If you're hitting on all points right there, you ain't going to have an issue. I truly stand by that. And looks don't really matter. Again, but you can't tell a lot of guys that. There's more to it than just looks. There's more to it than just physical. There's more to it than sexual prowess. That ain't enough to keep them loyal. Hell, freaking Deontay Wilder is a prime example of that. 6'7" boxer, chiseled, six-pack having. Still got a restraining order put on his. She still left his ass. Evidently, there's more to it than that. Some dudes ain't gonna listen though.
You cannot lose. You know when you start losing? When you start catering to the woman. If the woman wanted you to cater to her, she would have never got with your ass when you weren't catering to her in the first place. Y'all change when you get with women. You get a woman and you feel like I gotta change to keep her. The goal is not to keep the woman. The goal is to keep yourself on the path you need to be on. If the woman leave, you let her leave because she can't keep up. You don't let her leave because you changed to become what you think she want. Fool, you was what she wanted in the beginning.
Yep. I was watching this movie with Kevin Costner and Woody Harrelson. They were chasing after Bonnie and Clyde, and Kevin Costner was a retired Texas Ranger, and they called him out of retirement to go chase after Bonnie and Clyde. And his old lady got mad, but she told him this. He was like, I'm sorry, so-and-so. I forgot her name was. He's like, I'm sorry. She's like, don't apologize. I knew who you were when I married you. She knew what he was, man. She knew what his purpose was. She knew what type of dude he was. I knew what you were when I married you. Just be your goddamn self, bro. I told you, how you gonna keep looping around? Learn to love that man in the mirror. Enjoy your own company. And continue to do that with or without a woman, bro. I learned that shit a long time ago. I was like 21. No, I was like 23, 24. At my old job. That was a chill job I had at the high school too, man. I was at I worked third shift. I had this little Latina up there, man, and she was choosing hard, man. But anyway, started chopping up with her, and so I was like, okay, we can start talking. She cuts for me. I learned this shit in like 2 weeks. It didn't take me long to figure this out. Looking back in hindsight, I had a scarcity mindset because I was working third shift. That's one of the reasons I didn't really get into a lot of shit either in my 20s, because I was working like Friday and Saturday night. So all my friends stuff, going to the clubs and stuff, I couldn't go because I was working at this job. But I had a scarcity mind state, so I started being all romantic and lovey-dovey with her, said how pretty she was and all that, and her attraction just went, started talking shit and stuff. I was like, I learned quick, because even back then I was listening to Tom Likas. I learned fast. I was like, oh, I saw what I did. I stopped talking to her. And then when I stopped talking to her and gave her ass a cold shoulder, that she started liking me more. I learned that shit quick. I didn't have to, this wasn't no 10, 20 years, had to get in a relationship and get my heart broke. Nope, I learned that shit quick. Before anything was really lost, I learned that fast, bro. I told you, I've always had the insight. I've always had wisdom, man. Yes, be yourself always. You always have to maintain it forever, for life. Who the hell are you? If she wanted to, she would. She'll stick by you, man. Just be yourself. But then you start acting like a biggity bitch, and she loses interest. As I said, the Mox mode is absolute, but if you don't deal with it, this is something you got to understand, man. Be your goddamn self, man. Learn to love that man in the mirror.
If you was what she wanted in the beginning, the way you were, why you think you got to change to keep her? It's because your emotions take advantage, man.
Romance.
When you let your emotions lead you, they take advantage of you, man.
Romance.
They put you in a position where all you want to do is please the woman. Because the emotional attachment to her is just all feel good. So whatever it takes to make her feel good, then it makes you feel good. So you start spending your life, spinning your wheel, trying to make a bra feel good, man. Her goal every day should be able to prove her worthiness, to prove herself worthy of being with you still. Because, see, you got to think about this, man. Here's what I want y'all to think about. You got to think about when Offset first got with Cardi B. Migos was popping, right? Migos were popping, man. Suddenly, Offset pulled back away from Migos and started doing songs with his old lady. Somebody told him that he needed to go solo. Well, here's the thing about three dudes in a hip-hop group. Three dudes that start a hip-hop group together and that's their group. Ron can't go solo without DMC and Jay. He can put a few songs out. He can't go solo without D and J.
I ain't gonna front. I didn't know all this. I'm learning and listening to all this too. I didn't realize he did all that, left them, and then went solo to do that. I didn't know all this. So this is good stuff, man.
There ain't many groups anymore, but look at some of the old school groups. See, I mean, let's think of old school girls group. Salt and Pepper. They ain't never tried to go solo. They can't. Not About Nature. They never tried to go solo. They put out solo projects, but you can't go solo. Listen, even two guys, Ball and G. Hey, Ball and MJG, man, they couldn't go solo. Bun B and Pimp C. Bun B went solo, but it was because Pimp was locked up. If Pimp never got locked up, man, neither of you can't go solo and still hold the same juice. But he was convinced that he could go get with his woman and create that same energy. Well, here's the problem that happens. When you create energy with your woman and that becomes your new identity, who are you when y'all break up? I don't just mean Offset, I mean all of you. If you create your identity with your woman, who are you when y'all break up?
I told you I like hearing my talking points reaffirmed. Again, guys like that, 34 out of sex, I'm a complete loser. You're putting your whole self-worth, your whole identity on a woman. You're basing your manhood on getting sex in a woman. And again, some dudes, fatherhood. I'm not a man, I'm a father. And what happens if she takes your kids? What happens if she leaves you and takes your kids? Who the hell are you? A lot of guys self-terminate. A lot of guys are upset because they don't have a woman. Because, I'm nothing without a woman. I need to get me a woman. And you listen to all these freaking Saho simps out here. These NWAs out here telling you less than. And y'all be believing that shit. And you thinking a woman's going to be the ultimate end all, be all to happiness. And then you get one and you find out you were better off before. Who the hell are you, man? You're putting your whole identity on that. You lose. Good day, sir. Yeah, I told you, a lot of my talking points reaffirmed on this one, bro. This all boils down to learning to love that man in the mirror. Had somebody say, I think, Blue, I'm starting to realize not having any skin in the game is giving you have a massive advantage. Because you ain't caught up like that. You ain't getting in the, they don't get into a second about getting in the muck and mire with Jezebels. You don't have any of that, bro.
Who are you when y'all break up? You've done away with your former identity, the true you, and you've become something that involves being her husband. And now when you ain't her husband no more, you're a nobody. Just watch how the world start referring to Offset as Cardi B ex-husband. Cardi B ex. They're not going to ever refer to Cardi B as Offset ex. Because when you enter into a woman's world and play her game has rules that make her the winner every time. You'll always lose.
Romance, dating, all that dumb shit, trying to do whatever it takes to win them over. You will always lose. The game is rigged.
Legal marriage is a woman's game. The only place in the world that I would legally marry a woman is in Kenya. And we'll look at some clips later, and I'll show y'all how in Kenya, they have done away with the whole divorce a woman gets half thing. If you divorce a woman in Kenya, she don't get half. Now she gets something, in which she should. If she has your kids, yeah, she gets something going on, but what she get is based on what she contributed financially. You see, that's the ism right there. What we doing over here, it ain't, man, it's so far from the prism of the ism, man, it's straight up simping over here.
Too many Potiphar's and Ahabs in positions of power.
So if you're going to do it, then you slide on over there to Kenya. You find you a country man where you ain't got to worry about no divorce taking place where a woman get half of what you got. That's how you build a woman's investment into the situation. She got to invest everything she is into everything that you build because the benefit of it comes to her. And let me tell y'all one thing right here, man. If you ever in your life, offer provision and protection to a woman with her own capacity to do so for herself on a high level, man, you're a beta male simp mangina. She is never going to be feminine enough to appreciate your provision and protection. Why? Because she had to become something like a monster in order to build herself like that. So you hear a woman like...
Yeah. We're doing this on the fly. That just made me think of something I found today in my archive. That just made me think of something right here. Listen to what Jenny Ma says right here.
It means that you are less important, you are lower than that person that you're submitting to. It usually can be like, referenced as somebody who works lower than you, and that's not what I'm referring to here.
Yeah,
but what I really learned in my life for my definition of marriage, I'm not saying what I want works for everybody, I'm saying for me,
how'd that work out for her? I tell you, bro, anybody be following, you're a fool for trying to mold yourself with this, man. This boss chick stuff does not work, man.
Very dumb. That's not what I'm referring to here. Yeah, but what I really learned in my life for my definition of marriage, I'm not saying what I want works for everybody. I'm saying for me, I'm a very dominant woman. I own my business. I lead my teams. I played my own manager, my own publicist, my own lawyer when I didn't have money to have those people. So I make the decisions in my life. When I come home, I like the idea that my man leads us.
Doesn't work. That does not work. This is chaos. This is chaos. And any of you dudes trying to mold yourself to this, you're a fool. And this is who y'all are letting dictate your self-worth, dictating your masculinity. Chaos.
That doesn't mean that in this case, Jay makes all the decisions for us. That doesn't mean that when he says, how are we spending our money? Or where are we moving? That I just say, yes, sir. Or yes, your honor. Like, it's not that. It's a, you know what? I think that we would do best here. I want to do this. And he takes the decision. He formulates it with our overall vision. And he leads us. And
operated with an emergency breakthrough from your sister. Samson and Sheila. Mama failed. Shut up, bitch.
That doesn't work. How'd that work out for her? How did that work out? His black ass should have saw that coming. Again, we're going to get this more spiritual discernment. And then when you line in the muck and mire with Jezebels, how it clouds your vision, how it clouds your spider sense. He should have saw that Jezebel coming a mile away. How did that work out for her? That illogical crap she just spewed out there. How did that work out? Avoid, 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 bro. Goodness, man.
And you hear her mindset? That's the mindset she had to be in the position she's in. To have her own imprint, to be independent, to not be relying on a man for nothing. But look at her energy, though. Now, there's a lot of men that'll play with her, but how many men gonna stay with her? It's the same thing with Cardi B. How many men gonna stay with her? Obviously, Offset. Man, there's videos of this girl around, man, back when she was a stripper, man. I'm talking about, man, getting it in. I'm talking about, listen, man, booty flat is this desk right here, man. You know what I'm saying? Look, man, look at him. Booty flat is the front of this phone, dog. Booty flat. You understand? I'm talking about just flat. And when you think about it, bro, you got to keep in mind that it doesn't matter about a woman's past until you start trying to put her in key positions in your life. It's kind of like this. If you want to hire a custodian for your business, the requirements are totally different. The job description is totally different. The education requirements are totally different. That's someone you want to put in an executive position. It's like that in every facet of life. The leeway that a superstar player gets on a team is totally different than the leeway a player who's at the end of the bench or a player who's on the practice squad gets. The money, the guarantees, the benefits, all of those things are different. Your life is your first business. Y'all got to start treating your life like a business and not like a damn romance novel.
Keep telling you, a lot of guys are just as romantic as women. A lot of dudes are just as romantic as women. No, you got. I agree with that. Got to treat it like a business, man.
And let me tell y'all something, man. We live in a society where everybody wants to say that a woman's past doesn't matter. But listen, let me tell y'all something. If any other man has enjoyed every single form of pleasure that a woman is able to give with your woman, she is simply unwifeable.
Always remember, if you ain't first, you're last.
That's why I keep playing that, bro. If she's been somebody else's cum dump, you can't put her in a wife position, bro. You'll be a fool to take her seriously and do that. Not in a wife position. The mother of your kids. And why would you want to do that anyway? Those sins are going to translate down to your children. Translate down to your daughters. You know how many Gen Xer guys my age, daughters are freaking 304s getting throttled out here, paying for their daughters to go to school and get throttled in these streets out there because you married a freaking whore. Then it translate down to your kids. Y'all don't be thinking about that?
She is unwifeable. You are a fool to wife a woman who has that in her history. You just can't do it. And I want us as men to get to the point where we don't even interact with women that we wouldn't wife. Because it's an energy thing. You know, guys say, man, I like bad girl. Yeah, you probably got all type of jacked up energy in you, man. You probably question your own masculinity and sexuality all the time. Because those girls come with the energy of other men. And the more you interact with them, the more your DNA, the more your hormonal balance becomes wacky. And then before you know it, you don't know who you are. Half of the time, that's how these guys end up allowing these women to play booty games with them. That comes from guys interacting with all these women with all these energies and all these entities, and before you know it, you got too much estrogen, you're starting to feel too feminine, and so all types of different types of pleasure become your point of focus and point of emphasis because pleasure takes over your life. Let me tell y'all something, brothers.
I've been calling this out for years, guys. I've been calling this out for years. I've been telling y'all it does matter who you sleep with. I've been saying this for the longest time. I just like hearing my talking points reaffirmed. I've been calling this out. Why you guys think I'll be up there? It ain't about having that. I've had numerous times I could have gotten in muck and mire and done this. I just choose not to because I don't like the energy. I don't want nothing to do with these spirits. They're all sucking on the same teat of chaos. Like Rick Ross said, we all fuck the same hoes. Fuck the same hoes. I don't want anything to do with this. You people are envious of this. You want to stick your dick in this spiritual cesspool to everybody else. I already did the analogy with the soda. You won't drink a soda that everybody else, like, take a soda, open it, take a sip out of it, pass it to the next person, pass it to 20 people. They take a sip of it and put a little backwash in there. 20 times, everybody does the same thing, and you get that soda back. Are you going to drink from it? No, but you'll stick your dick in a woman that's already did that? 10 bodies is considered low to the modern woman nowadays. 10. I done did that video with the collage of chaos. That woman had all those, 12, 13 dudes? Double digits, triple digits, that ain't nothing. 10 bodies is low. And you don't think that affects you on a spiritual scale and you are envious of that? And like he said, booty games and all that weird ass shit they be doing. And that's another thing I want to talk about. Dudes getting caught up with T-boys and all that stuff. Again, you fall for makeup, you messing with Jezebels, you listen to other people, you basing your masculinity, your self-worth on getting laid and letting Jezebels dictate your self-worth. What else you gonna fall for? What else you gonna fall for? Lonely ass motherfuckers be commenting on my page 34. I ain't that thick, I'm a loser. Get the fuck off my channel. Unsub if you think like that, because you are setting yourself up for failure. Dudes who mold themselves to get with these women. Why you guys think I keep talking like that? There's a spiritual, you taint part of yourself when you sit up there and lower yourself and mold yourself to try to be a court jester to these women. You reek on a spiritual scale. I've been calling this out for years, bro. This is one of the benefits I have from not having sex. Life's about choices and trade-offs, and the Most High blessed me with that wisdom and that foresight to see that. He's literally confirming everything I've been telling you guys for God, ever since I've been doing this damn channel. Man, I love hearing my talking points vindicated, and you guys are envious of this. That's who you want to be like? You go right on ahead. You think you less than, you think you ain't nobody, that's fine. Don't project that shit onto me, because I already told you what we do over here.
I don't give a fuck what you think, bitch. Cut that bitch off. Next call.
So I don't be doing all that back and forth. I don't do all that talking. I don't do all that just jibber jabber and going back and forth and all that shit.
Through. Why you calling me? I'm right.
I just like hearing my talking points reaffirmed. It does matter who you sleep with. And it will affect you, especially if you don't know who you are. Downloading external shitty ass artist music trying to be like somebody else. And again, everybody sees the quote unquote bad boys winning. Why do you guys think tattoos and stuff are so popular? So many dudes got tattoos now because they saw that women sleep with the bad boy Nazi bikers and the thugs with the tats and all that shit. So now you got all these normie plebs who desecrated their flesh trying to be like these dudes. But you still, guess what? You're still you. You're still you. You're not that guy, pal. You're not that guy. It makes me think of this, my old heads remember this X-Men, X-Men 97 back in the day. I remember, I forgot what season it was, but there was a episode where this nerdy archaeologist guy, he was one of these like black pill, oh, I'm short and nerdy, you know, if I was taller and stronger, I can get a woman. He finds Juggernaut's powers. He finds the source of Juggernaut's powers. And he says a little spell, whatever it was, and he ends up getting Juggernaut's powers. So he's all big and strong and muscular. Guess what he tries to go do? He tries to go out to a club and attract women. Guess what? He's still himself. He has the muscles. He has the height. He's still a klutz. He's still uncharismatic. He's still chasing women away, even though he has the muscles and he's big and tall. You can't escape it. You are who you are. And if you can't be something, you're not, bro. I tell you, man. I tell you, I just love being vindicated. That's the only reason. I'm pretty much done. I just like hearing my talk points reaffirmed. We're gonna keep going a little bit more. But yeah, I told you guys it does matter who you sleep with, and you're envious of this. That's what I said. If you don't get involved with this, be yourself. Let it happen organically. Don't mold yourself to the woman. If she likes you, she likes you, man. Don't taint your soul to try to get one of these ran through Jezebels. It's not worth it. You're better off alone in the desert. Again, this isn't going to apply if you're one of these lonely ass NWAs out here who base your self-worth and your manhood on a woman's approval. Kick rocks. Unsub from my channel, and I hope you're not listening. I hope I've been and chased your ass off, because you get no freaking pity party here. And I said before, I'll say it again, the women that these men are getting throttled by don't have that spirit. So you're really going to repel them even more so. Get some balls, figure out who the hell you are, get some rules, some principles, some standards. Don't be like that simp in that passing out video. Oh, they all 10s. They all 10s. Get the hell up out of here and get some goddamn standards. With or without one, you the same. Your boy know what he's talking about, man. Your boy know what he's talking about, bro.
When you look at the different type of guy before you, those girls, man, I like bad girl. Yeah, you probably got all type of jacked up energy in you, man. You probably question your own masculinity and sexuality all the time. Because those girls come with the energy of other men. And the more you interact with them, the more your DNA, the more your hormonal balance becomes wacky.
It says that in the Bible. Why does it say that in Proverbs? I always put two and two together. If it didn't matter who you sleep with, her guests are now citizens of hell. Her bed is the den of death. I thought it didn't matter who you sleep with. Evidently it does. There's a spiritual connection behind this. Most of these women are tethered to Babylon. Move accordingly.
Then before you know it, you don't know who you are. Half of the time, that's how these guys end up allowing these women to play booty games with them. That comes from guys interacting with all these women with all these energies and all these entities, and before you know it, you got too much estrogen, you're starting to feel too feminine, and so all types of different types of pleasure become your point of focus and point of emphasis, because pleasure takes over your life. Let me tell y'all something, brothers. When you look at the biblical laws, it doesn't say a woman shall not commit adultery with another woman's husband. It says you shall not commit adultery with another man's wife. Both the adulterer and the adulteress shall be handled in a very serious way.
And what type of society we live in? We live in a society with a bunch of Potiphars and Ahabs that cater to these women. That's why anything goes sexually. That's why everything's all weird now. I did a video, an article a while back ago, just talking about the study. Generally speaking, most men, generally speaking, most heterosexual men, generally speaking, I ain't talking about you weirdos out there, generally speaking, most heterosexual men, they talking about prawn, they like man on woman and woman on woman, generally speaking. When they surveyed most women, you know what women liked? Man on man, woman on woman, woman on dog, man on dog, cropophilia, pissing, shitting, all that, everything, anything went, anything. They had no freaking filters, bro. And that's what society we live in right now, has no filters. That's why you got freaking all that weirdo shit at the opening ceremony in the goddamn Olympics. That's why you got that boxer who beat the shit out of that other woman, the trans boxer. See, this is what happens whenever y'all placate to all this stuff. Now y'all want to sit up here and bitch and complain, but you people voted that shit in. Listening to feelings and emotions and feelings and just anything goes and we're all That's what happens. That's why societies fall when they cater to chaos. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? You people are catering to this. Where is it? Where is it? Oh, now you want to act up. Now it wants to act up right now. Oh, now you want to act up. Okay, here it goes. We're doing it live! Oh, where is it, y'all? Oh, my gosh. Oh, man. Oh, my gosh.
Girls say yes, they mean yes. But when they say yes, they also mean no. When they say no, they sometimes mean no, but they sometimes also mean yes. Yes. Or it could be a maybe, but maybe is a yes. Yes, so maybe also means yes. Yeah, and the guy should understand what she means when she says yes. What is she thinking when she says yes to this, as opposed to, okay, she's saying no, but she means yes. Like, is it a no, or is it a no, or is it like a no? So when
operated with an emergency breakthrough from your sister, Samson and Sheila, Mama Field, shut up, bitch.
That's what society's catering towards. All these potipers and Ahabs up there. Y'all are catering to that. That's what y'all are listening to. That's what you do out here. How's that working out for society right now? Done with you people, man.
That's it. Why? Because the nature of a woman, when she is aroused,
anything goes.
During ovulation, is the same as the nature of any animal doing estrus. The best man around for the job will get the call to duty. I say again, the best man around for the job will get the call to duty.
You heard what he said. When the hormones are acting up, the best man around for the job will get the call for duty. The black community reeks of this. These women are breeding with chaos. Whenever the hormones are aroused, who are they procreating with on a mass scale? Procreate with the son of 100 maniacs. Then, after 2 or 3 kids in deep, I'm ready for a God-fearing man now. After the hormones have waned, after that's been throttled and stretched out, now I'm ready for somebody to deal with my demon-spawned son of 100 maniacs children. Move accordingly out here, bro.
The majority of times when a woman is out there roaming around and being with all these different men, it happens when she's ovulating. Why? Because hormonally she's out of control. Her body is saying, hey, we need to get a baby here right quick.
What does that say about the type of men that most of these women let nut up in them, though, the chaotic individuals? Humanity, bro. That's humanity for you. If you really think about it, what does that say? The men that they're choosing. The chaotic men that they're choosing to procreate with.
We ain't got long. We tired of pushing these eggs out every month. Go ahead and we won't want to stay in here. Go ahead and we want to burn in the oven. And so it's her natural inclination to be desirable and desire. The problem is when there's no emotional connection, when there's no spiritual connection, when there's no mental connection, then it all becomes a physical thing. And we know how easy it is for a woman's pH to get thrown off. We know how easy it is for a woman's hormonal balance to get thrown off. How much you think it get thrown off, man, that she around here, man, getting ran through like that all the time, brothers? Listen, man, this ain't that bad. I don't care what a woman does. This ain't talking bad about a woman. This is saying if she's that type of woman, you got to deal with her that way. Let's look at it like this, man. There are no bad women. There are no bad women. There are women who have histories that should make men pause, but men don't pause. There are women who have histories that should make men stay away from them, but men don't stay away from them. So Cardi B is not a bad woman, but Cardi B made a bad wife. And Offset should know that. Many of you men out right here, man, y'all got bad wives. They probably were good women. Do you understand how many men had a good girl who became a bad wife? When you put your starting quarterback and be a superstar, you take Pat Mahomes. I put him on any.
This is a good analogy right here. Listen to this.
Any of the top 5 teams, I put Pat Mahomes on there, and they suddenly become the favorite. You give me the top 5 team in NFC, top 5 team in the AFC. I take Pat Mahomes, whichever team. It don't matter who the quarterback is. If I put him on Baltimore and then swap and put Lamar Jackson on KC, suddenly Baltimore is the favorite to beat KC all of a sudden. But put him at wide receiver and see what you get. You put him at wide receiver, he wouldn't make a college team. It's the same thing, brothers. It's the same thing in your life. See, all of these things we watch as men, sports and business and all this biblical stuff and all of that, we apply to every single thing in our lives. We see how business works. We see how sports works. We see how all of these things work. But we won't apply it to our relationship with women when we already know the rules of engagement. How we know the rules of engagement with each other so well and then don't know the rules of engagement with women like this?
I got to put the blame on a lot of guys out there. Society and men hyping women up so much. You guys hype it up so much. Y'all sit up there and shame dudes who don't have at best with women. I'm going to keep looping this back around because this shit matters. I got dudes on my page commenting 34 he has sex. I'm a complete loser because he doesn't have a fucking woman. Listening to you people saying he's nothing. He ain't got a woman yet. He ain't shit. That adds on to this stuff. Y'all are setting men up to failure. That's why I tell you dudes, if you listen to these people, you fucking lose. Who the hell are you without the goddamn woman? Figure that out first. It's very important because you're going to freaking get a Jezebel. You're going to put a freaking center in the quarterback position. You're going to put a fucking offensive lineman in the quarterback position. Yeah, she's a good woman and she's just a cum dump sucking you off and go every once in a while, but you don't fucking put her in a white position and put babies in her. You don't put the freaking defensive tackle in the quarterback position. And so many men do because you're so thirsty and you're so lonely. Spiritual discernment, bro. Quit hyping this shit up and start listening to these gumps out here talking about you less than. It's going to make you end in ruin. That's why I talk the way I talk. There's always a method to my madness out here, man.
So like I said, if any other man has enjoyed every single form of pleasure she is able to give, she's simply unwifeable. You're a fool to wife her. She doesn't have anything to give you.
You know what type of person you have to be if you take her seriously after she's been... You gotta be a court jester. You gotta be a court jester. Every dude that had her, every dude that clapped her cheeks, skeeted in her, she got abortions, been throttled, getting all the sausages. And you want to take her seriously after the fact? The court jester track has to play, y'all. The court jester track has to play. If you take her seriously after being in the streets like some Forrest Gump and Jenny shit. It has to play, y'all. It has to play. You've taken her seriously after she's been throttled, gave pleasure to other men. You're going to put her in the quarterback position, and she's a freaking strong safety. You're going to make her a wife, the mother of your children, and you think that's going to work out? You got to be a court jester, bro. Like our stripper said, our OnlyFans 304 said, quoting Paul, now she knows her worth now. You got to be a court jester to take her seriously. It has to play, y'all. You got to be a court jester, man. I just had to shoehorn that in, man. You got to be a court jester to put a freaking offensive lineman as a quarterback of your team, a janitor as the CEO of your business, man. In a sexual sense, man. Get some goddamn standards.
She doesn't have anything to give you. And let me tell y'all something right now. Let's talk about this twerking shit too. You know, she's famous for that. She's famous for twerking. A bunch of twerkers, women twerk everywhere now.
Megan Thee Stallion twerking at the freaking Kamala Harris in that freaking Atlanta rally.
Tell y'all something, brothers. Any woman who twerks publicly is a low quality woman. Every single woman you have seen twerk publicly is a low quality woman. And I tell you why. There are certain activities a high quality woman will not indulge in publicly.
And again, that just leads back to spiritual discernment. I'm gonna let Crimson Cure go in because again, I told you we're closing in on an hour here. I'm gonna go ahead and wind it down, man. I can keep going on this. I mean, it was an hour and 50 minutes. That's only 17 minutes. 17 minutes. I gave y'all 50 minutes. I told you I could add my spin on this, man. I'm gonna let Crimson Cure go in on spiritual discernment. Listen to what you say right here.
It doesn't have any bearing or any credence when we're talking about hyenas. And the reason why I'm saying that is because if you don't have good spiritual value, you can't have good discernment, period. Discernment in and of itself for both men and women is rooted in the spiritual value. That's number one.
Spiritual values. And again, like Jeezy and all these guys up here, like, how come he didn't see it? If you're laying down in the muck and mire with Jezebels, it clouds, you lose something. You weaken your spider sense. It gets cloudy. You don't see certain things. There's a price tag for all this. This is why I talk the way I talk. Lying down with dogs, you get up with fleas. And you're blinding yourself in certain areas, man. This stuff is real. She's literally saying the same thing, bro. I've been saying it. BOA saying it. Now Crimson Cure is saying the same thing. Your boy know what he's talking about, bro.
So if you're not a person that's in tune, right, spiritually, you're not a person that's at peace.
Told you, man, we got peace over here, bro. We got peace over here. I told you, you say I'm bitter. Nobody's bitter. I told you, I can tell you a couple or three things about this, man. I've been posting this space. You still ain't had sex yet? Nope. This is a lifestyle for me. It is what it is, man. No anger here, no bitterness. I'm not coming from that position. I'm just trying to help some people out here, man. Professor A coming at you, man.
Or you're not a person that can objectively look at things or have a good perspective about things. If your perspective is rooted in negativity or is rooted in whatever it's rooted in that's not good spiritual value, your discernment gonna be off.
I've been telling y'all, bro. Your boy know what he's talking about, man. I just like hearing my talking points reaffirmed. That's pretty much it. Yeah, I'm just jerking myself on this video, but I'm serious, man. Yeah. I just like hearing my talking points reaffirmed. Yes, it taints you. Lying with the immoral woman, it taints you. Molding yourself, selling your soul to get these Jezebels, it taints you on a spiritual scale. I can tell you a couple or three things about this. I've been in these low vibration areas rattling people's demons, not even saying anything, just the way I carry myself. I said before, I'll say it again. I say this as well. Yes, if a woman's attracted to you and she's been out there in the streets and you're not lusting after her like that, some of them will hate you. You can make some of them feel dirty. You can convict some women. I convict them. Oh yeah. Some of them can't look me in the eye. She's out there in the streets getting all the sausages. Yep. That one couldn't even look me in the eye. I had one stare at me. She was just like, if looks could kill, I'd be dead. I had a couple of them couldn't even look me in the eye. Another one had B stamp chest, blaze front hat, and she was just looking. Yes, they know. And if you don't lust after them like that, they can feel some kind of way. Had some try to cover up. I saw one day I was at Walmart. She's showing her cheeks off. She was her man. She looked back at me. She trying to pull her shorts down. Cheeks still all exposed. You didn't do anything doing that. Yes. If you're not lusting after them like that on that frequency, yep, you can make them feel some kind of way. Yep. I've had them dressing all skanky and they see that don't work. Then they try to dress all conservatively like I'm stupid. I already saw what you were to begin with. I said the story before a while back ago, man. My old gig had this Latina. She's a personal trainer cutting for your boy, man. She said something to me. She volunteered this information. I never even said anything to her. She says, I know I look like I be on social media a lot, but I don't. Why did she tell me that, y'all? I didn't say anything to her. I just carried myself a certain way. But she said to me, I know I look like I be on social media, but I don't be on there that much. She volunteered that information because she knows I'm radiating in a frequency that she's not used to being with. She knows I'm not like those dudes that she deals with on a regular basis. This is all spiritual. I didn't tell her shit. She volunteered that information. I tracked her down on there. She was lying, but the beautiful part is, though, I knew she was lying because she had all the red flags. 28 plus, still single, fine as hell. I'm pretty sure 98.9% of you ninjas would have fallen for her. But too many red flags. Loop earrings, short hair, dyeing hair, different colors, full back tattoo. But when I say she was fine, though, man, I'm talking about girl's fine. Small waist, fat ass. Most of y'all would have fallen for her. I know y'all would have. But me, I saw her coming a mile away. I knew what she was. And again, nobody's trying to clap, but I definitely wouldn't put her in the freaking quarterback position. No, side note on that real quick. I want to ramble on this because I'm very observant. There's another lot of Latina I used to talk to up there, just talking to her in a friendly manner. She had long hair. I kind of cut for a little bit, but she had 2 bastard kids, but she was cool. I liked her. I used to talk to her in a friendly, not trying to holler or anything, but she saw, because I didn't really talk to a lot of people up there, but they saw that I used to talk to her, and she saw that I was talking to that same girl. Guess what she did, y'all, after a while? She started growing her hair out. She got rid of that short dyke haircut. She started growing her hair long and stuff. But I tell you, man, they cut for you, bro. They'll try to mold themselves to you, man. Again, I know it looks like I be on social media a lot, but I don't. They will mold themselves to you if they like you. If you hitting on all fronts, like I said again, I want something more, man. I'm not where I want to be at on my purpose-wise. Until then, I'm good. But I'm telling you, man, your boy know what he's talking about, man.
And not just about relationship matters, but about just about everything. Your discernment is going to be off. You're not going to be a very good judge of character. You're not going to be able to discern different situations and whether or not you should be involved.
BOA said that same thing. I've been saying that same thing. Crimson Cure is saying the same thing.
Or what you should be doing. So discernment is that comes from good spiritual value. Let's just start there, okay? Anybody that's got decent discernment should correlate to have decent spiritual value as well.
So I tell you guys, you dudes don't got no skin in the game. On a spiritual scale, you got a stronger connection because you haven't tainted yourself like that. Take advantage of it, man. Cultivate in it. Take your ass to the hyperbolic time chamber and get in touch with the universe, that universal infinite intelligence. It is not exclusive to anybody. It is not exclusive to me, BOA, PG, Coach, her. It is not. It's there for everybody. Just like I talk about that spirit. Old people, new people, old demons. The wisdom is ancient. It's there. It's there for you to tap into if you're open to it. You have an advantage. Take advantage, bro. I am. That's why y'all can't tell me shit when it comes to this. You can't tell me nothing. You can't tell me nothing. Yeah, I still got more to learn and grow on, but generally speaking, for the most part, I got this down. Yep. It is what it is, bro. Hey, man, I just like having my talking points reaffirmed. Let's finish this up.
So the level of your discernment or the accuracy of your discernment, rather, depends upon how spiritually in tune you are with yourself, with other people, with your environment, the environments around you.
Gotta do it one more time, y'all. Hey, man, I'm gonna hit somebody, man. It is what it is, bro. But yeah, we're gonna stop it right here. I'm about an hour in, bro. But yeah, man, Mr. Ada movie coming at you, bro. It does matter, bro. And this is for you people that are envious. You are losing out on so much. Tainting yourself, trying to get in the muck and mire with Jezebels. Envious of these people. You see why I say envious for what? Why are you envious of these people? You want to be like that? You lose. Good day, sir. And these women out here thinking they smart, again, saying stupid crap like this.
There are no good men. Actually, there are. You're just looking in the wrong place. Want to find a quality dude who's emotionally attuned, shares in household responsibilities, and worships you like the queen that you are? I can 100% confirm what the other women on the internet have been saying. Okay? Come here. It's the nerds. You need to find a nerd. The more complicated the board games are, the more grateful he'll be for that puss.
You're going to get chewed up and spit out, mister. I'm 34 and shit. I'm a loser. These women, they're coming for you. They're not going to be coming when they're with you, but they'll be coming for you. I don't know if I'm going to do this before or after. 70% of women don't have an orgasm. because they're hooking up with dudes who they've already been damaged in the street, and then they're hooking up with nerds and guys like they don't find attractive, and then they're going to chew your ass up and spit you out.
Want to be single. I don't want to be in the streets. I don't want to be outside. I don't want to have to go party and meet people. Yeah. I don't want to have these stupid, meaningless ass conversations to get to know people.
What their favorite color is your dick big?
Literally, that's what I want to know.
You cannot put these women in the quarterback position. These women are freaking offensive linemen. Treat them as such. Do not fucking put them in the white position. It's over for them.
Is your dick big? How much money do you make? Do you have any baby mamas? Yeah. Is there anybody out there that's your girlfriend or thinks they're your girlfriend? Are there anybody who's ever tried to unalive themselves over you? Yeah. Is the dick that good? Yeah, look, I need it. You know what?
That's what you are if you take them seriously after the fact. Am I wrong? A freaking court jester, bro. This is why I keep playing these same clips, because they all follow in the same spiritual program.
30 years old, and I've been with my partner for 10 years. We met in uni and we have 2 beautiful children. I've always had a low sex drive, and it sometimes bothers my partner.
That's a lie. Only with certain men. Again, get a nerd. This is the stuff they'll be doing.
He communicates this to me. I try and improve, but we go back to square one again. On average, we have sex twice a week, and he initiates it 95% of the time.
That because God took away my desire for promiscuity and all that stuff, that I didn't have a desire anymore, even like for my husband. And although my husband and I would have sex, it was like really hard for me. Like I really had to push myself to go there.
Putting a center in the quarterback position. This is what happens when you put a center in the quarterback position.
That's not bad, you know. A few years ago, we had a rocky patch and broke up for 4 weeks. We were still under the same roof, but hardly spoke. During this time, I felt lonely, and I reached out to the other person I've been with before my first ever boyfriend. I spent almost every day with my ex, and the sex was the best I've ever had in my life.
Why aren't you going to
suddenly the drive is high?
It's not a sex drive.
It's not the drive.
The drive is not the problem.
The drive is driving.
It's the car. The drive is not the problem.
I suddenly became the horniest version of myself.
Of course you did.
He was single, so had no problem with temporary casual sex. As me and my partner reconciled, I let my ex know and we cut things off. Please help me, ladies. I do not want to be with my ex. That is clear to me.
Because he can't provide the lifestyle. He can't be a human wallet. Or he's not stupid enough to take her seriously after the fact, like this court jester's doing.
Love my man, but how do I desire him in the same raunchy way? My libido is so low, but not when I was sleeping with my ex.
I didn't prove my case numerous times. We're going to keep proving it more and more and more. I just love having my talking points reaffirmed.
Always remember, if you ain't first, you're last.
You ain't got to like it, bro.
Why you pulling me? I'm right.
It is what it is. You can't do nothing with them after they've been in the streets, after she's given herself away and been some other dude's plaything. You be a fool to put her in a CEO position when she's a janitor in a sexual scale. That's pretty much it, bro. It is what it is. Hey, man. Hey. The milk's been spilled. The die has been cast. All you can do is move accordingly.
Survey says, one more for the good guys.
Hey, I am out, good peoples. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Laters. Hey.